Hey you guys, welcome to a new episode of Food and a Single Guy with me, your very own AMARU. Now on this episode of Food and a Single Guy, I'm going to show you how I make Sambal Goreng tempeh, which is a vegetarian side dish from the Javanese cuisine from my country. Now granted, in Indonesia, in various parts of Indonesia, they use different ingredients, but like I said, I'm going to show you how I make it, and really, there is no right or wrong way of making this dish as long as you make sure that you add the basic ingredients. Alright? I'm gonna list all the information about tempeh for you in the information box below the video, as will I list all the ingredients for your convenience. So without further ado, let us continue. Okay you guys, so these are the ingredients that you'll need for my recipe. First and foremost, the red hot chili peppers. And if you cannot find these in your neck of the woods, you can always use one or two of these bad boys. And keep in mind, you can make this dish as spicy or as hot as you like. You will also need some galangal root. This is what it looks like. You will also need a small onion, 3 large cloves of garlic, a tomato, de-seeded. You will also need some shrimp paste, also known as trassie, and this also comes in a powder. And I'm gonna use the powder today. This is what the powder looks like. You will also need some ground coriander seeds, also known as ketumbar. You will also need some Gulah Jawa, also known as Javanese sugar, and you will also need some chicken powder. And just an FYI, this chicken powder doesn't contain any MSG. Yeah, you know, some people like to leave nasty comments on your video. So just an FYI to those people, this does not contain any MSG, and even if it did, leave me be. Alright? Alright, now last but definitely not least, the star ingredient of this dish, the tempeh, and this is what it looks like. It is vegan and it's 100% natural, and this is what it looks like. So I think we're about ready to continue. Okay you guys, so now it's time to make the bumbu. A couple of videos ago, I explained to you what a bumbu is. In Japanese cooking, in the Indonesian cuisine, it is very common to make a bumbu, which is a spice mix of fresh ingredients, such as tomatoes, garlic, onion, that sort of thing. And that's what we're gonna do now. So, to my chopper, I'm gonna add my roughly chopped onions. And you can use your mortar and pestle if you so desire. I simply didn't feel like doing that today. I'm going to use the chopper instead. I'm going to add my garlic, just like so. And I'm also going to add the tomatoes. And lastly, I'm going to add the red hot chili peppers. And I'm using about 8 of these. Okay? There we go. So let me go ahead and cover this. Put the lid on, and away we go. So when you're all done, your bumbu should look a little something like this. Here we go. See? It's very fine, it's very much a puree, and that is what you want. So let us continue. Okay you guys, so now it is time to cut the tempeh, and we're going to remove it from the plastic. So this is what your tempeh looks like once you've removed it from the plastic. We are now going to chop it into nice little chunks, and I'm gonna start in the middle, and I'm gonna show you the texture of it in a minute, because this is what it looks like once you've sliced it open. Okay, let me give you a close-up. This is what your tempeh looks like. Alright, so let me go ahead and continue to slice this into nice little slices. Alright you guys, now let me show you what I'm talking about, because as far as the thickness is concerned, this is what we're working with, okay? Now you can also slice them in half, just like so, which is what I'm gonna do next. So this is what I'm talking about. See? That's what you want. Alright? Alright. Now you guys, you have seen this wok before. It is a very old and very well used wok, and in fact in our country it is very common to have an old wok or an old pot, you know, that we use to deep fry stuff preferably outside of the house. But since I live in Europe, I cannot deep fry anything outside of the house. They will call the popo on my black hair. Yes, so I will be using my wok to crisp up the tempeh, and to the wok I've added a significant amount of oil, as you can see. Not too much, but enough to deep fry them a little bit. And that's what we're gonna do next. We're gonna wait until the oil is hot, and then in small batches at a time we're going to add some color to the tempeh. So I think we're about ready to go. Let's give it a try. Oh yes, we are. And make sure to use your slotted spoon to separate the pieces of tempeh, because you don't want them to be stuck to each other. Just like so. Now some people like to fry these to a crisp. That is not what I like. I like mine to have a little bit of color, and that's it. And I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute. We're almost there. So I think we're about done. This is the color that I want my tempeh to have. Alright? See? I don't want them darker. This is what I like. So next, you're going to put your fried tempeh on some paper towels to drain the excess oil. See, this is what I'm talking about. And like I said, a lot of people like to burn the tempeh to a crisp. That is not how I like it. I like my tempeh to have a nice golden brown color. So now it is time for the fun stuff, because now it's a matter of putting together the dish. To my pan, I've added some oil, and to the oil, I'm going to be adding my aromatics. What I have here is the sliced galangal root and 3 Indonesian bay leaves. I should have added the shrimp paste powder before I added these ingredients, so I'm going to add the shrimp paste powder now. Just a little bit. Oh, it smells delicious, you guys. And you want to cook this for about 20 to 30 seconds. So next we're gonna add the bumbu. Ooh, honey. And you don't want to cook this on high heat. Otherwise, it is going to burn, and that is not what you want. So now I'm going to add the Gulah Jawa, and you're going to stir this until the sugar has dissolved. So next, we're going to add some coriander. There we go. And now we're going to add the tempeh. And you're simply going to stir the bumbu into the tempeh. And lastly, what we're going to do, we're going to season with some chicken powder. So this is about done. I just tasted it, and the taste is superb. And there you have it, the finished product. Doesn't that look gorgeous? Baby, let me tell you, it is delicious. And those of you who like to watch me eat on camera, get ready for your very own mukbang moment, because what I have right here is the Sambal Goreng tempeh, and I'm gonna sample some for you on camera. You know how I hate eating on camera, but every now and again I indulge, okay? So here we go. Now you know me, I give it to you straight up. If my food is good, I will tell you. If my food is okay, I will tell you. If my food is horrible, I will tell you. This right here is dbomb.com, okay? Now, you may think to yourself, it looks a little dry. No, it isn't. It's very moist. But if you want it a little moist, a little more moist, all you have to do is add the tempeh to the pan a little earlier, okay? But this is the way I like it. And do keep in mind, all the sauce will drop down to the bottom of your bowl. So before you eat it, make sure to mix it well, all right? So you recoat the tempeh with its original sauces, its original juices. Let me have a little bit more. Honey, listen, you have to give this a try, and you have to dazzle your family with this because it is delicious. And especially if you're a vegetarian, you're gonna love this, okay? Now, I'm gonna finish eating, and I'm gonna love you and leave you, and I'm gonna wish you a happy weekend, and until we meet again. All right, bye you guys. Bye.